to WhiteAbaddon presents a beginner's guide to Apex Legends. I'm going to start the stream just in a minute. I'm just making sure the stream's archived. Okay, I've made the playlist, so the live stream will be available afterwards. But yeah, so I've decided, mostly because of the fact that the Switch port of Apex Legends is in development, that I'm going to make a live stream essentially helping out people who are new to the game. So, to start off with, I'm going to go through a brief rundown of what you have on your main menu. Just before that, actually, for people who want to know, in order to change your server, if on the main menu press the right thumbstick, and you'll be able to change the data center you're using. Though usually it'll automatically put you with the nearest one, which is, for me, is London. Currently, Apex Legends is on its 6th season. Okay, so the first thing to go through is in the bottom left, you'll have your mode selected pretty much. Currently it's selected for trios, and as you can see in the top left, recently the update has coming to play bringing the crossplay beta, which has started recently. In order to change your modes, just click on this section, which will bring you to this menu. You can access from here, you'll access training, firing range, your standard Apex mode, which will give you trios and duos. There's no quads at the moment or singles. You'll also have your ranked league and your LTM, your limited time mode, which appears on the right here. And whilst I've got the screen up, this is a new system Apex has brought in recently for the 6th season, which is the crafting rotation. And as we can see, the daily craft rotation for today is the charge rifle, which means that if you were to play either of these modes, the only way to find a charge rifle would be to craft it at a replicator. These will change daily, as well as the weekly ones. In order to find materials, you would find a canister in the map, which is marked by the logo I'm highlighting at the moment. Replicators have their own logo to help identify them on the map. And so yeah, this loot will not spawn on the ground. You'll only be able to make it in a replicator as long as it's in there. Once the rotation changes, you'll be able to, for instance, a charge rifle, you'll be able to find it in the environment. Next, most typically for games, here you will have your invite screen as well as your main character. Currently, the character Revenant is being showcased. At the top, you can view your stats. It will show the featured banner, who is the character you have equipped at the moment. I'm going to get to these parts just in a minute. You'll have your account stats here, and then your different seasons over here. Because I started with season 5, so you can quickly just switch between them. I believe season 6 boosted is just a regular one. Yep. So total wins for me, so this season has been 29, total games 420, total top 5s 108. Then you'll have your total kills, total damage, and then here you have your lifetime kills and lifetime wins. Oh, wrong bit to click on there. Now on the furthest right of the screen, this is where your challenges are marked, and currently the after event is open, which is this. So what will happen is, if we click on the aftermarket itself, this is what you will get from just the regular aftermarket itself. So you start off with a badge, you'll move up to a weapon charm, which is high step. You'll also get kills as rampart. essentially it's just a sort of a unique version of it, particularly to that character. At 1,000 points, you'll unlock a skin for Bangalore, which is a rare one, which you can only get from so far. There's also a load screen, and the main reason you want to be doing this is for the weapon skins. A legendary L-Star skin, as well as the legendary Hemlock skin. Then you have these at the top, which are the other badges you can get during the game mode. In order to progress during the aftermarket, you'll have special challenges which appear here. So currently it's deal 1,800 damage, get a top finish 4 times, and then play 1 game. You'll get you'll get 2 of these per day, and then it will reset the day after. You also have your weekly challenges, which you can view from your challenges section. So for instance, get 20 knockdowns with sniper rifles, get 20 kills with Gibraltar, Bangalore or Octane. And some of these will just give you XP like these ones, but some of them will actually increase your battle pass rank. Then you've got your regular daily challenges and a weekly occurring, which nearly always consist of completing daily challenges. You can also access your quest, which is the story mode of Season 6. Also completing it will give you the epic skin for the Spitfire, as well as a legendary weapon charm which is called a Ride Sare. At the end of the video I'll walk through the story just for those who haven't got it already, and also for those who won't be able to finish the season in time. Here you have your battle pass, which has become sort of a typical staple now for a lot of free-to-play games. At the top we have the free pass, then below is the premium one. If you want to buy the battle pass itself you can get for 950. The bundle is 2,800. As you can see on the left, it shows you everything you can unlock. You can also go to the store as well. The premium battle pass will give you the most amount of items, but it's not necessary for playing the game. It's just more of a luxury, pretty much. Though there are some good skins you can get from it, like this one, but I don't have any need to get it. I'm fine with the free one. You have your special offers page, which at the moment is for the aftermarket event. So for instance, Turbocharged bundle, Master Thief bundle, as well as the other aftermarket items which can be found here. These are all the skins available exclusively for the aftermarket. We have character skins for Loba, Mirage, Revenant, Watson, Octane, Gibraltar, Waif, Lifeline and Gorestick. Now from the information we get from the aftermarket, you're guaranteed to get all of these after 24 of these packs, after which you'll unlock this Gorestick's heirloom weapon, which I believe is entirely cosmetic. It doesn't increase damage or anything. Unfortunately though, the only way to get these packs, it seems, is to actually buy them. One pack will cost 700 of the premium currency, 10 will put you back 7,000, and the only way to get these, of course, is to actually purchase them, which you can find the prices here. When you start off the game, the only legends you will have made available are these ones in the top. These 3 are ones I've unlocked, and each character to unlock them is either 750 of the Apex coins, which is the premium currency, or 12,000 Apex tokens, and every time you level your character up you will be given 600 Apex tokens, and every other time you level up you will get a loot pack, well, an Apex pack, which can be found down here. Currently I'm trying to gather as many as I can to open them all up at the end of the season. Also, because the more you have when you open them, more likely you'll get some better loot. So before I go into a game, I'm going to go to the firing range just so I can give a walkthrough of how the weapons and characters handle. So here, this is the firing range. Now, first thing to show off is the slide ability, because I like games like COD Warzone where you only slide about a few meters and then you stop. In Apex, as long as you have a downhill slope, you will slide down it for the entire length. Whereas in games like COD Warzone, when you slide, even if it's downhill, you'll only slide for a few seconds before your character automatically stops. And now, to give the walk, first I will walk through the weapons, and then I will move through the items and gear, which can be a bit, which is quite extensive. So first off, we have the shotguns, of which there are 3. The first one is the Mozambique, which is a 4-round pistol. If we go to the target, this target has the purple armor. I can't remember the exact name of it. Headshot damage will do 69. It's about 3 rounds to 4 to kill someone at close range to a headshot. Body hit won't put someone down. The Mozambique is usually a fairly common weapon. One of the reasons why this gun is actually fairly good is because you can get this, which is a hammer point round, which is also one of the many gear items you'll find in the game, which is a hop-up, which appear as these sort of metal flower looking things. These can be found in loot bins, inside buildings, and the hammer point rounds are compatible with the PP20, well, the P2020, as well as the Mozambique. So if we use the pistol to take down the enemy health, the hammer point rounds will usually one-shot an enemy when equipped with the Mozam. So one of the best uses for this is to use your primary weapon to take down their shields. Then you can just finish them off with the Mozambique with usually a single hit. It's also compatible with sights, as well as a shotgun bolt, which is going to increase the fire rate. So as you can see, it's already much faster. Next up, we have the Eva 8 Auto. Starts off with an 8-round capacity, and as the title suggests, this shotgun has a full auto system. However, the fire rate at first isn't particularly very fast. It can down enemies fairly quickly, and similar to the Mozambique, it's compatible with the shotgun bolt, a sight. However, the pop-up for the Eva 8 is the double tap, which will do 2 shots per trigger pull. So it is worth noting that the double tap does slow down the fire rate to a small degree. You can turn it off if you want and then go back to auto. As you can see, having that shotgun bolt drastically increases the fire rate. At last, we have the Mastiff shotgun, which is usually regarded as the best shotgun in the game. At close range, it's capable of taking an enemy down in about 3 hits. As you can see, by aiming down the sights, essentially a lot of weapons in Apex Legends feature no, I'm thinking of the wrong word at the moment. The words completely slipped my mind. But they have 2 fire modes. For the Mastiff, if you aim down the sights, you tighten the spread a bit, making it more accurate. Whereas if you fire from the hip, as you can see, it's a lot wider. So now if we equip the shotgun bolt and the sights, which are the only things the Mastiff is capable of having, it drastically increases the fire rate. However, it's still not as fast as the EVA 8, but it does deal more damage. And if we aim down the sights, it does have some good mid-range potential. But when you get into close range, it's definitely you'll definitely be better off aiming from the hip, because aiming down sights will slow down your ADS speed, whereas for aiming from the hip, it's a lot faster. It'll be easier to react to a target. Just going over some of the final sights, you have the one-time HCOG. Oh, that's unexpected. I had a feeling that might happen. Okay, let's continue from where we left off and hope the game doesn't crash again. So going over the sights, you will have the one-time HCOG, the 2 times, the 1-time hollow, the 1 to 2 time variable hollow, and then finally you have the legendary tier digital threat scope. And the way these work is that you can't quite see because the target is already red, but it will highlight any enemy player as a bright red, make it more easy to spot them on the map. And the PP20 is compatible with the hammer point rounds. And I found that typically with hammer point rounds, the P2020 is capable of taking an enemy down in about 4 hits. We then have the different grenades. The first of which is the Arc Star.
Throwing an Arc Star.
This one will actually stick to a target, whereas the grenade, the typical grenade, will just bounce off one. And last of which we have the Thermite.
Throwing a Thermite.
Next of which, because I didn't actually know these are here, we have the heirloom weapons. First of which is the Peacekeeper shotgun. This also comes with the digital threat scope. And I believe it does have alternating fire modes, so if you fire from the hip, you will have the typical shotgun. But if you aim down the sights, you get a more direct shot. So it's capable of taking an enemy down in seems 2 hits. Let's try again. So from the body, yeah, 2 hits to the body when you aim down the sights. The second heirloom weapon is the R99. Originally this was a weapon you could find just in the game world naturally, but now they've changed that, so you can only get it from airdrops. The R99 is extremely fast fire rate, however the accuracy is fairly hard to control. The recoil, I mean, is hard to control. I should add as well that these heirloom weapons do not work off the standard ammo types, and the only way to get more ammo for them is to pick up a same version from an airdrop. The last of the heirloom weapons is the Kraber. I do want to add that the skin currently seen on it is a legendary skin I've got from one of the Apex packs. Kraber is a bolt action rifle. to the body, it will take 2 shots to take down an enemy. Maybe more if they have red armor. But it'll be 1 shot to the head. Speaking of armor, there are at least 5 different variants. The way armor works now in Apex is the Evo Shields. Originally all armor was this typical body shield where you would have to find different variants throughout the map. However, now in the game it's purely Evo Shields, and the way this works is by dealing damage to enemies you will level up the armor. This will go all the way up to the heirloom tier, which is red, which will give you the most amount of protection in the game. There is, however, a legendary armor, which is the gold one. I don't think it'll let me pick me up because I have the red crypt. So equipping the gold, as you can see, it doesn't give you as much protection as the red. However, having gold armor equipped means that syringes and energy cells are more effective, and they can also be used faster. So for example, the regular shield cell, which is here, will only give you 1 bar on the regular armor, but with the gold set this will give you 2 bars, and the syringe will give back much more health than it would if you had one of your regular armors, which are here. You also have helmets, which protect you from headshot damage, and then the legendary helmet will reduce your tactical and ultimate recharge time.
I was born in the shadows.
And for Revenants, as might as well just quickly show off, his ultimate is the Death Totem, which you can drop the Death Totem into net users from death. Instead of getting killed or downed, you'll return to the totem armor deactivated during death protection. His tactical ability is Silence.
Just shut it.
Throw a device that deals damage and disables enemy abilities for 20 seconds. And his passive is Stalk, which means he can crouch, walk faster and climb walls higher. You also have your backpacks, of which there are 4 varieties: standard, blue, purple and gold. Gold allows you to carry more items, and you can also revive squad mates with bonus shields and health. Because both gold and purple give you the same amount of storage, it's just that this gives you the added benefit of the shields and the health. You have your knockdown shields, as when you are knocked down in a game, you can use shields to protect you long enough for your teammates that can revive you. The gold one will allow you to self-resurrect, however it can only be used once. And then in order to recharge, you have these equipment here. The Phoenix kit, which will revive shields and health to full, however it takes 10 seconds to use. You have your med kit, which restores all your health, but it takes 8 seconds. The syringe, which takes 5. Shield battery, which takes 5 and restores 100% of shields. Then the sealed cell, which takes 3 seconds and restores 25 shields. However, because I have the gold crypt, this may be the sort of time, so I'm just going to drop that. No, it's the same time, so this is what your regular time frame would look like to use these. However, if you have the gold armor, you'll be able to use these at a much faster rate, and it will also give you more back. We then have the ultimate accelerant, which takes 7 seconds to use and will give you 35% ultimate energy, which will allow you to get your ultimates out faster. Now moving on, we have the energy based weapons, of which you have 4. Up first is the Volt SMG, which starts off with a 19 round capacity. The recoil is fairly easy to control. This is the weapon in terms of upgrades is capable with the standard stock, which definitely makes the recoil much easier to control. So faster handling a large aim drift reduce. The Volt is also compatible with the extended energy mag, of which there are 3 variants. Equipping this will give you an ammo capacity of 26 rounds. You then have your barrel stabilizer, of which you have 4 varieties: white, blue, purple and gold. And as usual, gold gives you increased abilities, this one being minimises muzzle flash. And then for sights compatible with the Volks, not all sights are compatible with all weapons. You can use the HCOG, what ×1, the ×2 HCOG, the hollow, the variable hollow, as well as digital threat. It's not compatible with the 3 x HCOG or the variable AOG. So equipping digital threat, once again this will highlight enemies red. If I get close, you can see how it's a bit fuzzy. It just doesn't. It's not very easy to spot here due to the fact that the enemies are already a red colour. But with an enemy with purple armour, the Volt is capable of taking them down quickly. And the recoil and accuracy is fairly decent. Next up is the Deviation. Just remove these for the time being. The Deviation starts off with an ammo capacity of 36. And it's a full auto enemy LMG. And the thing to note about the Deviation is it has a wind up when you pull the trigger, so it won't fire instantly. And the longer you have the trigger down, the faster the fire rate becomes. This weapon is compatible with the standard stock, as well as the turbocharger hop-up, which reduces the auto-fire spin-up for compatible weapons, the Deviation and Havoc. This will allow you to fire faster. The Deviation is also compatible with the extended energy mag, and giving it the purple one will give you an ammo capacity of 48. It's also compatible with all barrel stabilizers, and it's compatible with all sights in the game except for sniper optics. And like the Volt, the recoil is a bit harder to control. However, it's not as bad as some of the other weapons in the game. Also, the larger ammo capacity given to us by the extended mag means even if our shots aren't entirely accurate, we still have enough rounds left in the magazine to ensure we take the enemy down. Next up is the Havoc rifle. It starts off with an ammo capacity of 24, and unlike the Deviation, this one definitely does not fire instantly. That's a bit awkward in the wording. It's also got a very hard to control recoil. It's compatible with the stock, extended... Ooh, pressed the wrong button. The extended mag and the stock. It's compatible with the optic. All optics in the game except for snipers. As well as the turbocharger, but it cannot be... It will not take barrel stabilizers. And with the turbocharger, it negates the warm-up speed, so it will start firing instantly. It's got a very fast time to kill, so it's really good for close-range combat. And again, that larger ammo capacity means that even if our shots aren't entirely accurate, we've still got enough rounds left in the magazine to make sure we take the enemy down. One of the tips I hear about this gun is that in order to fix the accuracy problem, if you fire from the hip first and then aim down sight, you'll be able to control it, which does seem to work. So let's sew off again. Because when you fire from the hip for a few seconds, you use most of the recoil, and then aiming down sights will make it a lot easier to control. Finally, we have the L-Star. This one does not use magazines like the other weapons, and instead we'll just use all of the ammunition and energy ammo you have in your inventory. However, after about 20 shots, it will need to cool down. But if you use bursts, you will not have this problem. You just need to make sure you give the gun time to cool down. The L-Star is only compatible with the optics and the stock. It cannot take barrel stabilizers, hop-ups, extended energy mags. It's also compatible with all optics in the game except for snipers. Recoil is slightly hard to control, even when they're aiming down sights. Yeah, that's all of the energy weapons. Next up we have the snipers, of which there are 4. The first one is the Sentinel, which is a bolt action single shot. An unmodded Sentinel to the head will take down an enemy in 2 shots as long as they have purple armor. To the body, Sentinel will take 3 shots. However, unlike the other snipers, if you have 2 seal cells, you can charge the rifle, which powers the disruptor, and now if you shoot the enemy, it will completely drain away their shields, allowing you to get a single shot to the head. Or 2 shots to the body. Now just to check. Yes, it's definitely 2 shots to the head. Next up on the snipers is the charge rifle. If you've played Titanfall 2, you'll probably remember this gun, as it was the anti-Titan weapon. An unmodded charge rifle will take 2 shots to the chest. As to the head, it will only take 2. Now the charge rifle is fairly forgiving for people who aren't particularly good with accuracy in games, because, well, particularly for console shooters, because it fires a continuous beam. So typically, even if you aren't entirely accurate with your shot, you can still hit them due to how the beam works. This one is compatible with the sniper optics, of which there are 3. You have the ×6. You then have the 4:8 variable scope. And then you have the 4:10 digital threat scope, which is the best scope for snipers in the game. Also, similar to the digital threat scope, you can use for pistols and SMGs. This one will also highlight enemies. And the charge rifle is also compatible with a sniper stock. Purple is the best of them. And as you can see, there is virtually no recoil when using the gun at this point. Accuracy isn't too bad either when firing from the hip. The next of the snipers is the longbow, which is a DMR Sniper. Also, if you play Titanfall 2, this is another gun you'll recognise. The same with the L-Star and many of the guns. So to the body, about 4 shots. To the head, 2 shots. The longbow is compatible with the extended sniper mag, the sniper stock, the skull piercer, which increases headshot damage, as well as the digital threat scope and the barrel stabilizer. Then the last sniper rifle we have is the triple take. This is another one for people who have trouble aiming in first-person shooters for console games, as this weapon fires out 3 bullets at once, or at least 3 lasers at once, and this is easy to spot with the scope. And if you play on the map Kings Canyon, you can find a gold triple take in one of the loot bunkers, which will come with this scope, a gold extended mag, as well as sniper stock. One of the good uses for the triple take is it has good ability to suit moving targets. I'll try and see if I can show that here. Because of the fact that it shoots out in a horizontal line of 3. It works fairly well for hitting the moving target, and also it is capable of killing an enemy very quickly. They just know that it does seem to have some notable bullet drop at range. So you will have to account for that at longer ranges. That's the sniper rifles. Sniper rifles done. Next up we have the heavy ammo weapons, first of which is the Wingman. This is a heavy ammo revolver. Can take down an enemy in 5 shots to the chest, to the head, in about 4. This one is also compatible with the skull piercer. It can take the heavy mag, as well as any optic, except for the 3 cog and the 2-4. It can take the digital threat. And with skull piercer, this can take down an enemy in about 2 shots if you're aiming for the head. Next up we have the Spitfire, which has the skin you get from completing the story quest. The Spitfire is one of the best guns in the game due to the fact that it has a higher ammo capacity as well as a really good recoil control, even in its base state. It's compatible with the standard stock, heavy ammo, barrel stabilizer, as well as all scopes in the game. Typically I prefer the 3 HCOG to the AOG, just because I find the HCOGs easier to aim with. So as you can see, it's got a really good accuracy, even at longer ranges. And this can be quite useful because sometimes in Apex you may find yourself against a full enemy team. So having a weapon with a high ammo capacity and good accuracy means you'll stand a better chance. We then have the Prowler, which at first starts off as a burst SMG with a capacity of 20 rounds. capable of taking down an enemy with the 20 rounds it comes with. Unlike the Spitfire, however, the Prowler does have a slightly harder control recoil. However, it does potentially have the capacity for a very fast time to kill. It's compatible with the stock heavy ammo mag, as well as any sight beside the the assault rifle ones, which are these two. And it can also take the select fire receiver, which will turn it into a bullpup full auto assault rifle pretty much. In this state, the Prowler does have a high recoil, but it can be easy to control. It's also capable of taking down enemies extremely fast. I would just remember that it will have a high recoil, especially at longer ranges. We then have the Hemlock burst rifle, which is another one of the better guns in the game. So capacity of 18 rounds, capable of taking down an enemy very fast in its base state. If we give it some upgrades, as you can see, it can take down an enemy extremely quickly. It's also extremely accurate, and it has a very easy to control recoil due to the burst fire. And it's definitely one of the better guns in the game in my opinion. And last up we have the Flatline, which you will recognise if you play Titanfall 2, because this is, I would say, the workhorse gun of that game, the one you'll be using for quite a bit of the time. Unlike the Hemlock, this one has a harder control recoil. We're in close range at the moment, so it's not too, well, mid to close range. One of the interesting things about the Flatline though is its horizontal recoil. So instead of recoiling vertically like most other guns, the Flatline will said move left to right. The Flatline, it can only take the stock, the scope and the extended magazine. However, I've had a fairly good luck using the Flatline. It seems to be in its element most when the ring is in its smallest state. So at that point the recoil isn't too much to worry about, because you're fighting in extremely close quarters. And while the Flatline does at times have a high recoil, it does have a very fast time to kill. That goes for the heavy ammo weapons. Then last up we have the light ammo. So I've already shown off the P2020. The last upgrade this can be given is the extended light mag. We'll just give it a capacity of 18, which works really well, especially if it has the hammer point rounds. Then we have the R45, which is a full auto pistol. In its base state, it has a very high recoil. However, it can be used to take down an enemy fairly quickly, and I found it to be a fairly reliable sidearm. It can take the barrel stabilizer and extended light mag, as well as any optic up to the one-time digital threat. but with the extended light mag against an enemy with purple swords, it's capable of taking down in that single magazine. We then have the R301, which I find to be a very reliable primary weapon. It uses light ammo, which is found very commonly, and the R301 is extremely accurate. It has a very easy to control recoil. It can be given the magazine, the barrel stabilizer, as well as extended magazine. We'll give it a capacity of 28 rounds. You can then give it the stock enhancement, standard stock, and any of the optics in the game except for the sniper optic. Yeah, I find the R301 to be a reliable weapon, but I believe there are some who aren't too particularly fond of it. We then have the Alternator SMG, which is known for its alternating fire system, which you can see as when I fire the gun, the priming bars will move at different times. The Alternator has a fairly easy to control recoil. It also has good accuracy. I played a game of as the Legend Lifeline using this, and I was able to get 7 kills. So it can be used extremely effectively. As you can see, giving it the standard stock, purple, removes a lot of its recoil. Give it the purple, the gold barrel enhancement, digital threat, as well as the extended light mag. The Alternator is a pretty good option if it's all you've got. I think I would probably suggest switching to the R301 though if you had the option. Then the last weapon we have is the G7 Scout, which is a single fire semi-auto gun. Which can deal damage fairly quickly. It has a good accuracy, and recoil isn't too much of a problem. You can also give it the stock, barrel, scope, extended mag, which gives you a capacity of 20. And this state, the weapon virtually has no recoil. It can also take the double tap trigger, which will let it fire 2 shots per trigger pull. However, without the stock and the barrel, I find that the double shot actually makes it slightly inaccurate. It's simply fairly easy to control though. But that's the weapons out of the way. Next up, I want to go through the actual Legends abilities, because one of the things which will help you achieve victory in the game is not necessarily just the guns, but also the abilities of the individual Legends. So, Revenant's is Silence, which will deal damage to enemies nearby, but also stop them using any abilities. And then Death Totem, which is his ultimate. This will remove your armor ability, but if you die you will teleport back to wherever your Death Totem is. Also, just to note, when you use Death Totem you have to actually interact with it. I made the mistake when I first used it of just placing it down and assuming that gives the death totem effect, but no, you actually do have to interact with it. And as you can see, there's a little cooldown in the bottom right, which shows you how long you have left. Now to show you some of the different legends, you have... I'll go through the ones I have unlocked. I won't go through the ones I haven't unlocked so far. To start, typically the one you'll start off with first will be Bloodhound.
It was not my time. I need a barrel mod.
Bloodhound's abilities being passive, which is Tracker. Those leave behind clues for you to find, which you can also then ping for your teammates. The tactical is Eye of the Allfather, briefly reveal enemies, traps and clues through all structures in front of you. And then Recon, which is Bloodhound's class, is going to show you the next circle location, but it will also decrease your ultimate. I believe it's your ultimate cooldown.
I need a barrel mod. I need light ammo.
And Bloodhound's ultimate ability is Beast of the Hunt. Transform into the Ultimate Hunter. Enhance your senses, allowing you to see cold tracks and move faster. Knockdowns extend duration. So if I take the Ultimate Accelerant, this will increase the cooldown. However, you also have
Charge tower here.
charge towers,
strength from its stores.
and using one of these will instantly give you your ultimate. How it works is one player will activate it. However, if you're in a squad, if the other players in the squad are stood in this area, they will also have their ultimates activated immediately as well, despite not having interacted with the terminal. And as you can see, the charge tower will actually go for a cooldown period, though I believe this is actually faster in the actual game.
Trust in the Allfather.
As you can see, enemies are highlighted on the map. And in an actual game of Apex, hits and knockdowns will increase the duration of Beast of the Hunt. Also, one slightly cool feature about Bloodhound is that when you're playing through the game as Bloodhound, crows will actually show up around them. Because if I go to the selector, you'll see that Bloodhound has a crow. Or is it a raven? I'm not sure. But you'll see those throughout the game world as you play as Bloodhound. Next up we have Gibraltar.
I'm back in action, boys. Let's do this, brothers.
And Gibraltar, I actually have one of the, I think it's the rare skins equipped. Just gonna change weapon quickly. So Gibraltar's passive is that he has a arm shield which activates when you aim down sights. You can turn this off. If you're trying for a stealthy approach, I recommend you turn off the arm shield because enemies will actually see it, and it can give away your position. The arm shield is actually helpful because it's a separate shield system to your body shield, which gives you a little bit more protection. Your tactical ability as Gibraltar is a
Shield up.
dome shield. You can use this to protect yourself when you're healing teammates or from enemy airstrikes. Then if we go back to the charge tower, Gibraltar's ultimate ability is to call in an airstrike.
Watch out, I'm opening the sky.
Yeah, Gibraltar's a character I used for a fairly long time. Also, his ability is fortified, incoming damage reduced by 50%, not slowed by bullets. Bloodhounds is that survey beacons revealed the next circle location. The same for Pathfinder, but he also has another ability, low profile, more difficult to hit, incoming damage reduced by 5%.
I have come to save the day. Maybe?
Just quickly charge his ability. His passive is Insider Knowledge, scan a survey beacon, reduce the cooldown of zipline gun. His tactical is a grapple hook. His ultimate is the zipline. Well, the zipline gun, which is this. Which can be used for travelling fairly fast
Ready to
ranges.
fly on a zipline. I am.
You can also jump off the zipline gun at any time you want. Also, a secret ability has is you can use your grapple hook to actually grab onto this.
Using grapple.
He's also had a buff recently, so his grapple hook recharges much faster than it used to do. And just to quickly show off how the grapple hook works, the range. So this is your maximum range with it. And here's the slight glitch that's happened in Season 6 at the moment, unfortunately, where his soldier essentially clips into the screen. Also, his grapple hook seems to be back to the regular 12 seconds, so that's a bit interesting. Yeah, so one of the tricks you can do with the grapple hook is the moment it hits the ground, if you press jump
Grappling.
and then slide, you'll see that you've travelled a much further distance than you would usually. Another trick you can use with the grapple hook is if we come over to this tower. Let's wait for our ability to cool down. I'm going to combine this with a jump, but if you push the thumbstick to the right or left when you grapple hook,
Grappling.
you'll swing around an object, which can be quite useful if you're near a building. And then if you combine it with a slide, you'll increase the distance you'll travel.
And never quit. Remember that.
We now have Lifeline, who her tactical ability is a health drone. This will this will increase your health to the maximum limit. Her passive is Combat Revive, so deploy a seal to revive a teammate. She also has low profile, more difficult to hit, incoming damage increased by 5%. And her ultimate ability is the Lifeline Care Package.
Calling in a lifeline package. Gotta treat yourself.
So this will come down. Also, just to quickly note, if you hold down on the PS4 the triangle button to switch weapons, you'll actually holster your weapons, and this allows you to run faster. So this is going to be quite very useful if you're outside of the ring when it starts to close. And so this is some of the stuff you can get from the Lifeline Care Package: the extended sniper mag, extended energy mag, syringes and sealed cells, as well as knockdown sealed. Occasionally though, I do think I have found the digital threat scope for the sniper, which can be quite useful. Next up we have Wraith.
This time will be different.
And her passive is Voices from the Void. You can hear a voice when danger approaches. As far as you can tell, it's on your side. She also has low profile, more difficult to hit, but incoming damage is increased by 5%. Her tactical is Into the Void, positioning quickly through the safety of the void space, avoiding all damage. However,
Phasing.
when you use this ability, enemies will see a trail, so they'll know where you've gone to. Then the ultimate is Dimension Drift, links 2 locations for 60 seconds. So we'll head back over to the charge tower.
Punching a tunnel. I set the portal.
Now, cause a trick I heard was that supposedly if you jump when you place the last portal, if an enemy follows you through, they're going to be stuck for a few seconds when they come down, which is going to give you time to put some shots into them, which might be useful if you're low on health and someone's coming to get you. Just drop some of this. I don't know if you can use the ultimate in conjunction with the tactical ability. I wouldn't have thought so. Also note that when you use the portal, enemies will see the trail you leave behind when you move. Then we have Bangalore.
Time to drop, shock, and rock.
Whose passive is double time. Taking fire while sprinting makes you faster for a brief time. Unfortunately, I can't show this off in the regular game. I mean in the shooting range. The tactical is a smoke launcher. Fire high velocity smoke canister that explodes into smoke wall on impact. And her ultimate is Rolling Thunder, calling an artillery strike that slowly creeps across the landscape. It is important to note that her airstrike isn't the same as Gibraltar's. I'm just going to sew that off quickly.
Come on in. Old Painless is waiting.
And then for the smoke canister,
Giving him the chimney. Take it too.
so this is useful for both running away from an enemy, running away from a sniper, but also if you have a teammate who's down and needs reviving, you can shoot a canister down to obscure the enemy view, allowing you to revive a teammate. We've gone through Revenant, so next we'll have Loba.
I couldn't leave so many treasures behind.
Her passive is Eye for Quality. Nearby epic legendary loot can be seen through walls. The range is the same as Black Market Boutique. Her tactical is Burglar's Best Friend. Teleport to hard to reach places or escape trouble quickly by throwing your jump drive bracelet. Then the ultimate is Black Market Boutique. Plays a portal device that allows you to teleport nearby loot to your inventory. Each friendly or enemy legend can take up to 2 items. So I'm just gonna, well, I don't know what happened there. Using the bracelet.
Throwing jump drive.
Pressing R2, you can teleport prematurely. Enemies will see where you've teleported to though, so make sure you keep that in mind. Unlike some of the other legends, it seems Loba's ultimate charge is much faster.
Opening shop. Come see the merchandise.
And then you can only take 2 items from here. So for example,
You are coming home with me tonight.
you can then collapse it, but enemy players can destroy it. Next legend, the last legend I'll show off is Rampart.
Yep, sorry. We all need a bathroom break.
This is the legend who was added in this season. And her passive ability means I'm going to have to switch this weapon out. So passive modded loader, increased magazine capacity and faster reloads when using LMGs and the minigun. Tactical is amped cover. Build a crouch cover wall, which deploys a full cover amped wall that blocks incoming shots and amps outgoing shots. And then you have the place a minigun for the ultimate sealer. Places a mounted machine gun that anyone can use. High ammo capacity, long reload time, maximum of 3. So for instance, if I have the Spitfire,
Love me an LMG.
we have an increased capacity and a faster reload. So I'm just going to test this along with the amp cover to show you.
Tossing up some amped cover.
It takes quite a long time to set up, and whilst the cover itself is setting up, it can be destroyed in a single shot. However, it is worth it because it will allow you to do increased damage to enemies. So let's just get the extended mag. So we now have a capacity of 63 with the extended mag purple. And an extremely fast reload. So a ramp up with the Spitfire or the L-Star, which is the energy LMG, both of which work extremely well.
Oh, nothing does me better than an LMG.
So this one has a better heat cooldown. So you will also cool down the weapon a lot faster than other lessons as well. And that's all the legends gone free now. The only other ones left are the ones I haven't
light ammo.
unlocked yet. It's Crypto, Gorestick, Mirage, Octane and Watson. I can't actually show you what their...
Can't I just die already?
I can't actually show you what their abilities are because I haven't unlocked them. However, if I return to the main menu... can't I... There you go. So if I go to Lessons, Crypto's passive is Neurolink. Crypto and his teammates see what the surveillance drone detects up to a distance of 30 meters. Recon reveals the next circle location. Tactical surveillance drone, deploy an aerial camera drone, 40-second cooldown if destroyed. Then his tactical is drone EMP. Charge up an EMP from your drone. This blast deals 50 shield damage, slows players and destroys traps. We have Gorestick. He's fortified, so incoming damage is reduced, not slowed by bullets. His passive is Nox Vision. You gain threat vision on enemies through moving through your gas. His tactical is Nox Gas Trap. Place up to 6 canisters that release deadly Nox gas when shot or triggered by enemies. And his ultimate is the Nox Gas Grenade. Blanket a large area Nox gas. If you're combating a Gorestick player, his gas trap can be shot down by just a single shot to the base. We then have Mirage. His passive is Now You See Me, automatically cloak when using respawn beacons of reviving teammates. Tactical is Psych Out, send out a holographic decoy to confuse the enemy. Press down to control the decoy. And then his ultimate is Life of the Party. Mirage deploys a team of controllable decoys to distract enemies. You then have Octane. Passive Swift Amend. While not taking damage, Octane restores health over time. His tactical is Stim. Increase walk speed by 30 seconds and sprint speed by 40 seconds for 6 seconds. Costs health to use, reduction to slows while active. Then his ultimate is the launch pad, deploy jump pad that catapults users through the air. Users can press X in midair to double jump. And then finally you have Watson, who is low profile, more difficult to hit, incoming damage increased by 5%. Passive is Spark of Genius, ultimate accelerants fully charged. Watson's ultimate, Watson can carry more ultimate accelerants. Tactical perimeter security, create an electrified fence by connecting nodes. Fence damage and slows enemies. I believe it also lets you know when an enemy moves through it. Then her ultimate is Interception Pylon. Place an electrified pylon that destroys incoming ordnance and repairs damaged shields. Standing near pylon boosts Watson's tactical recharge rate. And then that's all of your heroes gone through. The only other thing is that there are the different classes, so you have the recon, of which there are 3. You have the assault type, of which you have 4. And then you have the defense class, of which you have 4. And then that's all your characters gone through. And then just to show off when you actually select the character, you have the skins shown on the left. So you have your common ones, and these ones are usually just a single colour. You then have the rare skins, which are which actually have a different sort of pattern for each one. Just to show you a few. You then have the epic skins, which are actually animated. And then you have the legendary skins up here. There's 4 for Revenants. Each one is usually a variation. So you have False Idol, and then Unholy Beast, which is the same skin, but the colours are changed. Then you've got my personal favourite, Shadow of the Sun, which has the alternate of Birds of Prey. You then have the banners, which will appear in the background. The same, you have uncommon, rare and legendary. I said that in order to get these skins, you can get them from Apex packs or by crafting them with crafting materials. The uncommon cost 30, rare cost 60, epic cost 400, then legendary cost 1200. Crafting materials can be got by completing quests, the story quests, as well as opening Apex packs. The same with these, 1200, 60, and then 30. You also have poses, of which you have the original, you then have the rares, and then the epics, which are actually animated. We then have the badges, which you get from playing the game. For instance, own 125 legendary items, own the Founders Pack, deal 220,000 damage with 8 different legends, earn points during the Old Ways event, then have kill at least 20 enemies in one game, deal 2,000 damage in a single game. When playing as Revenant, win 2 games in a row. So you'll get these from just playing through the game itself. You have trackers, which are what are shown down here, and these can be modified. So for instance, they can show you your wins, your kills for Season 6, or your just lifetime kills with that character. Like kills as kill leader, damage done, headshots, finishes, revives. Then finally we have the intro quip. These cost the same.
Being herded into the slaughterhouse.
These have the same prices as skins, of which you only have uncommon and rare.
Have you said your goodbyes?
And then you have
I
to
want
kill.
your heart. I can slice it up for a snack.
I believe I got this from an Apex pack. And these can be triggered after you kill an enemy. You will get the option to make a quip.
Any last words? I must know.
You then have the emote wheel, which is a new one. So you have the hollow sprays. So you have the epic and then the legendary.
I want your heart. I can slice it up for a snack.
And then you have the quips. These can be activated by activating a quip wheel in the game. Then finally you have the finishers. So you have the starting one, and then you have your legendary one. Same for the other characters, they also have different skins. So usually they're nearly all the same, except for the legendary ones, which actually change the appearance of the character. So for instance, for Bloodhounds, you have a Witch Doctor outfit, sorry, Plague Doctor, Runekeeper, which is the same skin but just different variation, as well as Royal Guard and Imperial Warrior. The legendary skin I've been trying to work towards at the moment is Apex Overdrive. This is 1200, so this is what I'm saving my crafting materials for. The reason I have so few is because I haven't been opening any Apex packs to get more. I've been waiting till the end of the season. But this is the first legendary skin I'm going to be working towards. You also have stuff like Viceroy, Spacewalker, Officer Williams, and the Enforcer. The skin currently equipped is from the Aftermarket event, and the rest of the skins are the same as with the other characters. Then there's also some skins I have for the characters I haven't unlocked yet. But just speaking of the Aftermarket event, after opening all 20... oh, I think I've already have mentioned that. So I can't remember if I had or not. Then you also have the store function, which is where you can use the premium currency to buy items in the game. However, they are entirely cosmetic. So you can buy Apex packs, and one of the good things about the way it's done here is the fact that it tells you the exact chances of what you'll get from it, as well as what you'll actually get from the crate in general. You then have the heirlooms, which you can create these using heirloom shards. Heirloom shards are fairly rare, but you will get them from Apex packs. And I believe these are entirely cosmetic. They don't do any damage increases or anything. And these will be equipped when you holster your weapon. Currently you have Mirage, Wraith, Octane, Bloodhound, Pathfinder, and Lifeline. And Gorestick's heirloom is linked to the Aftermarket. You then have the Legends, which you can unlock with the tokens or the premium currency, and then you have the option to buy the premium currency here. There's also some other packs you can buy off the PlayStation Store, such as Bloodhound Edition, which will give you access to exclusive skins and so on. But it's not necessary to play the game in any way. And now I'm going to show you what some games of Apex are like. So one thing to quickly add is that when you play on the regular mode, in the top right corner is the name of the map as well as the timer, because the way that what the game works is after usually every hour the map will change to the next rotation, and at the moment there are two maps, which are Kings Canyon and World's Edge. So I'm going to go into a game of trios on Apex, Kings Canyon, then I'll play a ranked league, then I'll finish up with the Flashpoint. And then I'll just go through the story mode for those players who haven't had a chance to do it. Because for Season 6 there is only 34 days remaining. So I'm going to turn the microphone off now, and I'm going to play a few matches of Apex, just so you can see how the game plays.
Not gonna lie, I'm pretty good at this. Okay, I do lie, but not this time.
They always get real quiet, like they can hear me.
Safety's off. Weapons free.
This is your champion.
Life is meant to die. Accept your fates.
You think you're tough?
Try fighting in
I'm the
6
king to draw first blood.
Solid copy.
Time to kill. You're all dead. Let's hunt over here.
Solid copy.
Might be something good there. Loud and clear.
Thanks.
Hey, you, my friend, are very welcome.
Energy ammo here. He's got very little projectile drop.
Oh boy, next ring's far.
First blood. Tastes like victory. Havoc rifle here. Energy ammo here.
Havoc rifle here.
Evo shield here.
Energy ammo here. Shotgun ammo here.
Gotta hop up here. Select fire.
Backpack here. Level 1.
Volt SMG here.
New kill leader.
Attention.
Be me.
The champion has been eliminated.
Some champion, huh?
Backpack here. Level 1.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
Dibs.
Gotta hop up here. Hammer point.
Found an extended energy mag here. Level 2.
I need an extended light mag.
Backpack. Barrel stabilizer here. Level 2.
Thank you.
Ring's closing in 1.
Found some materials here.
Rings far. 45 seconds.
There's a jump tower over there.
Shotgun ammo here. Good for the sure shot.
We should change locations. Take that jump tower. Go here. Now.
Yep.
Kill leader eliminated.
Roger. It's on. Ring's moving. Guess I have you to thank for this, Sim. Flatline here.
Next time you two have girls' night, find out where my source code is.
Care package incoming. Let's get to the LZ. Let's go this way. Ultimate accelerant here. I see a loot bunker here. Might be something good inside.
Loud and clear.
Charge tower here, if you could use the juice.
Mastiff here.
Knockdown shield here. Level 1. Gonna need one of these if you're bleeding out. Medkit here.
Shield battery here.
Optics. Heavy ammo here. Thank you.
Might be something good there.
Heard that. Supply bin here.
Extended energy mag here.
Optics here.
Medkit
Close
here.
range. P2020. Shotgun ammo here.
It's mine. Don't touch it. Don't go thinking I owe you anything.
Yeah, jackass, you made that clear.
Lucky us. Found a mobile respawn beacon.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Target spotted.
Roger.
Attention. Delivering replicator.
Replicator here, falling down.
Hold. Eyes on that spot.
Other squads have been there.
Ring's close. Skin suit's there. Getting shot. Someone's gonna die. Opening fire.
Shots fired. Enter hit me.
Shut it.
Rings next. Hostile. My
Target in
marker.
the distance. More kills. We're over here. Getting shot. Someone's got a death wish. Over here. Wait. There's a second squad on us.
Off the mic.
Shots fired. And they're hitting me. Bad news, I'm down.
Hostile spotted.
Recharging shields.
Just us now. Gotta watch each other's back. Reloading. Giving him the shin. Off the mic. He's spotted. Repeat on last. Give my shields a recharge. Taking a knee. Patching up. Fire! Spotted. Double timing. Care package touching down. They usually carry rare platforms.
Look on the bright side. You got beat by a legend.
All these skin bags ready to die.
Trust nature, then trust yourself.
What are you waiting for? Let's do this!
This is your champion.
I like the wind in my hair, bugs in my teeth, and long walks off a high cliff.
I'm Jumpmaster. Follow me or stay out of my way.
This might be a good place to
There.
land.
I'm itching to draw first blood. Stay out of my way.
No way, Jose. We could check out here. Scratch that.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Backpack here. Level 1.
Attention. First blood.
Got our first worm food, compadres. Rápido, rápido!
G7 Scout here. Loot bunker below us.
Charge tower here. We may draw strength.
Got a charge tower here. Backpack here. Level 1.
It's go time! Hit the ejector seat!
Supply bin here. Supply bin here. Saw someone over here. Never mind. Found an extended energy mag here. Level 3. Supply bin here. There's an extended supply bin here. Syringe here. Hemlock here. Energy ammo here.
Ring's closing. I like pushing limits as much as the next guy, but we gotta go.
Found a hop up here. Select fire. I'm not thanking you.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Care package. Sweet. Arkstar.
There's a great distance between us. Let's explore this fact.
Backpack here. Level 2. Don't go thinking I owe you anything.
Ha! Hitting the eject button.
Shut you up real good.
Calling upon dangers.
Reloading. That one's down.
Reloading.
Spotted a target over there. not getting back up from that. Healing my wounds.
Got an eye on that area over there.
Be aware of the new kill.
Someone's out there. I shot him. Spotted a target over there.
Reloading. They're shooting at me. I got some enemies right here. Aki, over here.
Shut it, skin suit.
Bad guys, let's do this. Frag grenade set. Thermite grenade set.
Shut it down. Get up before I kill you myself. Where are Someone's gonna play. Spotting target. Here. Someone's here.
Marking our surroundings. Your time is not over yet.
Someone's out there. This way. Over there. Contact. Over there. Someone's out there.
Battling the enemy.
Spotted a target. Right here.
New ring is distant.
Attention. Supply ship inbound. Attention. Delivering replicator.
Blessings upon us. A replicator descends.
Optics here. Close range.
We got this round squared away.
Ready and excited.
I am prepared for the fight.
Introducing your champion.
They say death catches up to everyone. He can certainly try.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Next ring is not close. Seconds remain. Safety is...
Let's land here.
Battle lies below.
Cancel that.
I'm flying! 10 seconds. The ring is fairly close. Enemy spotted.
Extended light mag. Heavy ammo here.
I can see that the ring's moving on the map.
First blood.
First blood. Gotta be someone. Glad it's not one of us. Got an Evo shield here. Level 1. Got an Evo shield here. Level 1. Extended heavy mag here. Level 3. Ammo up. Extended heavy mag here. Level 1. Shotgun bolt here. Level 2.
Scanning the area.
Firing. Contact with hostile.
I have four.
Down to target.
Watch out for the new kill leader, friend.
Reloading.
I'm taking fire, friends.
Hell yeah. Making me proud, squad.
We killed the last member. Good work, team.
Help over here.
Death box here. Evo shield here. Level 2. I need optics for an LMG. Knockdown shield here. Level 1. Gonna need one of these if you're bleeding out. Heavy ammo here.
The champion has been
Heavy ammo here. Heavy ammo here.
A champion? I need it.
Heavy ammo here. Spitfire here. Heavy ammo here.
Attention. There is a new kill
Thanks.
leader.
Don't mention it.
Watch out for the new kill leader, friend.
Care package being delivered.
Incoming care package.
Ultimate accelerant here. Supply bin here. Let's check out this area. Heavy ammo here. Heavy ammo here. G7 Scout here. Extended heavy mag here. Level 2. Devotion here.
Let's go this way.
Attention.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 2.
Dibs.
Marking our surroundings. I have found the mobile respawn beacon.
Might be something good this way.
I need a hop up. Turbocharger.
Enemy over there.
Marking our surroundings.
Get ready, it's zipline time.
Target spotted.
Firing.
Reloading.
Target over there.
I am taking fire, friends.
Heads up. Dropping the plane.
Scanning the area. Arc star set.
Took out.
Third party. They're trying to kill us. Got company out there. Lost a mic.
The enemies are shooting at me. Reloading.
Giving him the chimney.
Reloading.
Scanning the area. Contact with hostile.
I'm down. Need a medic.
The enemies are shooting at me. Reloading. Wow, looks like that was the last one.
Come get some. Doesn't get better than that.
Your time is not over yet.
Thanks. Good looking out.
I'm taking fire.
Extended energy mag here. Level 3. Energy ammo here.
Bless me with sight.
Thanks.
Reloading.
They got me. Got company out there.
Been down. Using rifle.
Contact.
Reloading.
I don't even think you're trying. This was.
Got trouble here.
Let's explore this way.
So yeah, so hopefully that gives you an idea of what playing the game is like. I'm gonna play another match of Flashpoint. It also occurred to me that I didn't explain the mode before I went in, but you can see it down here. Flashpoints around the map heal you over time. No healing items spawn on the ground. Always be closing circle rules. So there is no safe zone. The circle is always going to be closing, and it's quite hectic. And it typically gets the hardest when, as near the end there, it's only a few teams in a really small area. So I'm going to play another round of that, then I'll just show you what these comic book panels are, then I'll end the stream.
We're in this together. Remember that.
I wish for one thing. Results.
This is your champion. You know what I look like. Come find me.
I'm Jumpmaster. Follow me or stay out of my way.
Round 1. Beginning
Yeah, but
ring
now run with
countdown.
me.
Next ring is fair. Victory is further still. Time to kill. Skin bags down there. That ring's closing in and we're not inside. RE-45 here. Light ammo here. Alternator here. Found a hop up here. Hammer point. Found an extended energy mag here. Level 1.
Optics here. Close range. Got an extended energy mag right here. Level 2.
Go here, now.
Got an extended energy mag right here. Level 2. Extra supplies over here. Got a hop up here. Hammer
Extended
point.
energy mag located over here. Level 3. I want a standard stock.
Optics here. Close range.
SMG here.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 3.
Helmet over here. Level 1. Backpack here.
I have a
Level
subject
1.
in view, right here.
I heard you.
Got some extra supplies. Let's explore this way.
Yes.
Contact zone. I'm spotted. Taking fire.
Shut up. Shut up.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Care package out there. Shut up. Death box over there.
Got an extended energy mag right here. Level 3.
Give me energy ammo. Optics here. Close range.
Got some extra supplies. Setting up a respawn beacon. Evo shield here. Level 2.
There's an extended supply bin here.
I heard that. Got some extra supplies.
There's a new kill leader, and it isn't me.
Here's your birthday present. Got optics here. Mid-range.
Attention, the kill leader has been eliminated.
Shut him up good.
This way.
You might be of use to me yet.
Gotta hop up here. Skull piercer.
I see a target in the distance. Death box over there. Heavy ammo here.
Trap set. Waiting.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 2.
Deploying a variable. Gas trap deployed.
Skin bag over there.
Independent variable added.
Kill
New
leader.
kill leader. Go on, watch out.
Deploying a variable. Deploying a variable.
Enemy out there.
Air drone is needed.
Reloading.
Just shut it. Gonna shut you up.
I'm spotted. Taking fire.
suits are here. Arc star out. The ring isn't very far. 45 seconds remain before closure. Getting shot. Someone's got a death wish.
Oxstar out! Oxstar out! Throw Oxstar! Bravo! 30 seconds. Rings. Come and get your birthday present.
Gas trap deployed. Trap is set. Data suit device. Down. Enemy right here. Skin suits are here.
Throwing thermite grenade.
Use the pressure. It's the only way to.
Progress.
Rings moving.
We have our Apex champions.
Okay, that's to do it then for like the game part. So I'm just gonna quickly go through the story of season 6. I'm not gonna read out what the comic says. I'll pause on each one for a few seconds so you can pause the live stream, because it will be archived later as well. So this is page 1. So yes, that's the story for Season 6. Some of the parts I saw at the end there, the characters of Blisk and Ask are from the previous Titanfall game, Titanfall 2. Blisk was also in the first game. Both of them were part of what's known as the Apex Predators, which was at the time, mercenary group working for the IMC during the Frontier War. Blisk is the one who actually runs the Apex games, and Ass during Season 5 was rebuilt. Unfortunately, the Season 5 story isn't contained anymore in the game, but if you look online you'll be able to find it. But essentially, throughout the season you were collecting parts of a machine, which turned out to be Ass's head, and the final part of the quest saw you reuniting her head with her body, to which she muttered, "Welcome to Olympus." And by the looks of it, Season 6, the Olympus map was supposed to be put into the game, but because of delays they instead just updated one of the existing maps, which was World's Edge, this one. And so just to end the stream off, I'll play a round of Apex on World's Edge so you can see what the map is like. Then I'll call the stream here. To be honest, with this stream, I think I just rushed into it because when I was at work, I thought it would be a good idea to make a beginner's guide for the game. But to be honest, I think I've rushed into it. I think I should have waited a bit more to plan out what I was going to say. So maybe later on down the road I'll try again. So yeah, I'm going to turn the mic off and we'll play some World's Edge and then I'll end the stream. And then I'll see you guys later on at 7:30 for the second Soma stream as part of the Spooktober lineup.
Get ready. Today is not gonna be easy.
Pick me, I'm so bored.
Fancy a go? No need to dress nice. Gonna get messy.
This is your champion.
For your end? I have.
This ain't too bad of a spot, and if we die, it was the other guy's idea.
Vámonos! Jole! We could check out here.
I hear ya.
Booyah!
Extended light mag here. Level 1. Knockdown shield here. Level 1.
Backpack here. Level 2.
Open supply bin here, mates. Extended heavy mag here. Level 3. Heavy ammo here. Flatline here. Ha! No kill leader.
Taking fire!
Cargo bot here. Take it out if you want.
Firing! Downed one. Mira, that was the last of that squad.
Listen up, we'll spread out a bit. Watch your map. This way, let's go.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
Ah, dope.
Extra supplies over here.
Gotta hop up here. Turbocharger. Charging shields. Come on, come on.
New kill leader appointed.
New kill leader, eyes out for him. 1 minute. Rings nearby.
Energy ammo here.
Yeah, I could use that. Ring's closing in 45. It's close. We can go now, kill here, whatever. I'm pumped.
Seconds, rings close.
Let's go over here.
Rings around the corner, 10 left. Rings moving. Contact with hostile.
Attention.
Yup.
There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader, go on, watch out. Bang.
Reloading.
Looks like a care package is coming in. Big things in that.
Taking some damage. Putting up some outside.
Let's go here.
Enemy here. Grenade, heads up.
Reloading.
Coming your way.
Replicator being delivered.
Yo, replicator's coming in for a landing.
Level 2.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
Thanks. Well done, mates. Time to coach. Thank ya. Charging my shield.
Target over there.
Charging my shield.
Hostile spotted.
Get shot at.
Calling in a lifeline package.
Charging up my shields.
Optics here. Extended heavy mag here. Shield cell here. 1 minute. Ring nearby.
Ah, thank ya.
What do you think is over here?
Shield cell here.
Thanks.
45 seconds. But we could just walk it.
Giving my shields a recharge. Enemy spotted.
Throwing. 30 seconds until the ring closes.
Yeah, I'm still here.
You like
Just watching
cutting
that
it close,
spot.
huh? I take that. I'm going in. Ah! Down that one.
Amped cover for you, mate.
10 seconds. The ring's protected. Listen up. I'm getting shot at. Enemy down.
Ring enemy spotted. Some clown that kidnapped me. Putting up some amped cover. Giving my shields a recharge.
Enemy taken
Got a
out.
bad one over there.
Reloading.
They're shooting at me.
Being delivered.
That's the last.
Putting up some amped cover.
Ooh, that's got a kick.
Contact with hostile.
Ah, they got me. Nice shot, though.
Down another one. Reloading. And not getting back up from that.
Just for that, you can keep your job. Here enough. Hold on. Replicator dropping in.
Enemy killed.
Energy ammo here.
Phoenix kid here. Some clown was shooting at me. Enemy.
They're shooting at me.
Amped cover for you, mates.
Reloading.
Throwing thermite.
R99 here. She's fast like me. Charging up my shields.
Charging my
Look at my
shields.
sniper optics.
Phoenix kid here.
Charging up my shields. Shake a leg. We've only got a minute, and the ring's right there.
Ring's closing in 45. It's close. We can go now or kill here. Whatever. I'm pumped.
Ha! Hitting the eject button. 30 seconds until the ring closes. You like cutting it close, huh? I dig that. Final two. R99 here.
Warning. Ring
Thanks.
in progress.
We're all inside the
Care
ring.
package
Good.
being delivered.
Either a care package is coming in or the sky's just happy to see me. Tossing up some amped cover.
Round 4. Beginning ring countdown.
Backing up my cover. Could have something good here.
R99 here.
Amped cover for you, mates. Fancy going this way.
R99 here.
Wait till they get a load of Sheila. Got a turret here. Let the party
Making
begin.
contact with enemy.
Ready, set, go!
Tossing up some amped cover. Reloading.
Hit the end. Taking fire.
You are the Apex Champions.
So yeah, I think that's going to do it for this stream. No, I just wanted to do something quick to sort of act as a beginner's guide to the game. To be honest, I think I kind of rushed into it. I think I sort of hang on a little longer just to plan out what I was going to say. So there's quite a few bits where I was sort of losing my voice. But hopefully there's people out there who found it, I can't think of the word. But hopefully there's people who found it important and interesting. And one thing I just remembered I didn't quite solve was the charm system, where essentially if you go to your weapon, you have your different skins here, but if you press the right thumbstick you'll be able to change to a different weapon charm. These charms here, which are the faces, are the ones you get during Season 6. So stuff like Access Denied, Right Air, which you get at the very end. You also have Bloody Tears, Camera Ready, Cloak of the Allfather, Dolled Up, Fall Guy, High Performance, Marked for Life. This one I think is my favourite one. I quite like the way this one looks. There's also Mastermind, Measure of Truth, Occupational Hazard, Spark of Genius, and there's all the masks you get during Season 2. But other than that, I think that about wraps it up. So I'm gonna end the stream now. The next one will be tonight at 7:30, which is the second Spooktober live stream, which is the second live stream for Soma. Then on Friday at the same time it will be the second Alien Isolation stream. So thanks for watching.